All right, our last storyteller of the evening is in search of the ultimate spa day, but finds out instead that all that scrubbing reveals what lay in her future. Please welcome Cvengros with Newton's Cradle.
We were looking for the Turkish bathhouse in Georgia, the country, not the state. We were three 20-something American girls who didn't speak a word of Georgian. And our friends had told us that this spa, this bathhouse, looked like a beautifully tiled mosque. And it wouldn't have a sign outside, they said. And it would be so relaxing. They told us that inside there were rooms, steam rooms, and rooms with sulfur pools, and the most amazing body scrub that you could imagine that left you feeling radiant and fresh. And we were really excited because it had been over a year since we had running water, and frankly, we really needed a good bath. But it sounded so luxurious. So we found what looked like a mosque and went inside it. Nothing bad can happen with this situation, right? So we walk inside, and there were no signs anywhere. There was no menu of services. There were no lit candles or soft music. In fact, the only reason that I knew this was a place of business is that the two women sitting behind the counter both had on matching polos. They spoke about as much English as we spoke Georgian. This is not the best way to start an experience that involves nudity. But we ran with it, because we're American, and we're charming. And so, we decided we're going to mime our way through this one, ladies. Oh yeah. How are you going to mime a spa? Come on, play with me. 2 words. 2 words. Okay, so you're much smarter than they were, because they just stared at us. So then we thought, okay, let's try body scrub. Having never had one, we thought, okay, the universal symbol for taking a shower. Right? That's gonna work, right? These two women just stared at us, but they took our money anyway, and one of them took us to the back, and she got a kick out of miming how we needed to take off our clothes and put it in the locker and go through that door. I mimed that one back. I said, you want us to take off all our clothes, put them in the locker, and go through that door. See, the three of us, us three girls, we were all from the Midwest. And when you're from Michigan, you double check about nudity. I know you Californians don't, but I just wanted to make sure on this one. And so we did it. We took off all of our clothes and put all of our belongings in that locker. And we're going to walk through this door now, in a place that we hope is still not a mosque. And so we open the door, and rushing at us is this incredible power of steam. You thought I was going to say something else. And it is it's so steamy that you can't see beyond 2 feet in front of you. And it smelled overwhelmingly of sulfur. When you're in a spa, that's a good thing. Anywhere else, it's rotten eggs. But we were just running with that, too. And we knew the shape of the room was like a rectangle because our nervous laughter kept bouncing off of it. We were pretty sure we were in a rectangle-shaped room. So we turned left. And we walked until we came to the base of a very deep tub, and we followed the stairs down into it. And it was this really deep, warm sulfur bath, and the water came to here. And I'm pretty tall, and that is luxury, my friends. Oh. And there were these cool bar stools that were anchored to the bottom of the tub, all around the sides, and so you could just chill there. We felt really cool. So we just sat and soaked, and frankly, I would have stayed there until I died, because I didn't want to get up naked and have to mime something outside of that room. And so we soaked and waited and soaked and waited for 45 minutes. And then a door opened, and through the mist, walking with purpose, came this little lady. She was maybe 85 or 150 years old, completely naked. Now, this was an educational moment for me, because I was 24 years old, And I didn't really know what lay ahead in my future. But there it was. Gray hair pulled back, belly pooch hanging real low, and tits flat like pancakes that hung below her navel. That was my future. And my future walked down into that tub and she grabbed me by the arm and she pulled me out of the tub across that rectangular room down to the other side and slammed me down on this marble slab. And then she put a loofah, this sponge, on her arm and sudsed it up. And this is the part of the story where I need a volunteer. So, can I get a volunteer? Anyone? Anyone? All right, you come up here. All right, what's your name?
Thea.
Thea, have a seat. Thea, we're gonna get real friendly. You're gonna need to plant your feet because I don't want to knock you down. Just lean against. That's it. Okay. So my future, remember, she's scrubbing me really hard. She's throwing me forward and she's scrubbing my back, something fierce. She's throwing me back. She's twisting me around. And she's scrubbing my chest, but I'm not going to do that to you because we're just going to be friends. And then she took my arm and she started scrubbing it. And this woman could scrub, and she was scrubbing it so hard that the skin on my arm started rolling off, kind of like an eraser does when you use a pencil. Let me just be clear, we are all that filthy, all of you. Don't think that I'm alone in this. And she is scrubbing. You know those toys people put on their desks? You lift up one ball, the other side goes. Okay. Those pancake tits were doing that. Back and forth, back and forth. Let's give Thea a round of applause. And in this moment, in that Turkish bathhouse in Georgia, was when I lost my modesty and I became a Californian. And all three of us went through this. I just happened to be the first one. My future let me go, and I walked back, totally scarred by the experience. She scrubbed everywhere. I didn't do that to you, Thea. And I got back in the tub, and then my friends went through the same thing. And my future, when she left the room humming. And we left her pretty good tips. And we walked out and we saw in the mirror how beautiful we looked. Our skin was radiant. So in a way, like the product was what you would get going to a spa. It was just not stressful because it was over. And there's no way we could have written that. Thank you.